What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon MLB DFS video. It is Monday edition. It is July 8th, and we are back with another video for you guys. Hopefully, you guys had a great weekend. Hopefully, you have dominated DFS. You've dominated life. You've done whatever you wanted to do. Holiday break is over for most people. We're back to work. So hopefully, it's a great day. But if you've never been to the channel before, hopefully you learned something, and hopefully you're able to bring home the bacon with us. So what makes us different a little bit than other, not a little bit, a lot, than other DFS channels, we break down every game that's on the slate. So we have two games right now that aren't on the like the main slate. You've got the Mets at the Pirates. You've got the Cardinals at the Nationals, being two games that are not on a slate. So we're not going to cover those in this video. But we're going to cover the 5-game main slate for today. I'm not going to lie. It's not as bad as slate as last Monday was, where it was only, 3 games on a Monday. But the pitching's not the best today. So maybe you take a break, maybe you don't. We will see. But we are very excited. This is the last full week. So Sunday, we'll have games on Sunday. So we'll have today through Sunday. Then we have the All-Star break. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is off. That next Thursday, the 18th, I am having a baby. So won't have any content probably that weekend. If all goes well and we come home like a normal time, we will have content for you. But what makes us different is since we break down every single game, like when I looked up, sometimes I like to Google or YouTube MLB DFS and then the date, and then I see some of the competitors' videos, and it's like MLB DFS 7-8, top 6 picks. That's it. There's not a breakdown. Maybe they go into it a little bit, but I want to give you everything to make you a better DFS player. So after this entire video, if you need a little bit more help, we have FTA+. We also have an article that gives you about 5 plays at each position. So if you're looking for that, and maybe this video is a little bit too long for you, check out the article that accompanies with it in the description down below. So there's just a ton of things that we give you. We've got everything for you. If you have questions, get those below. In the description of this video is the link to our Discord channel. We go through plays there with each other. People go back and forth with each other. We talk about different stacks. We talk about our core plays. We talk about it all. So if you want to check that out, you can. And if you are new to the channel, we have 2 giveaways every single day, except for the day that I forgot to do the keyword. But the majority, we're supposed to have 2 giveaways every single day. The first giveaway, like the video, be a subscriber, and leave a comment. If this video gets at least 50 likes and you've done those, you have a chance to win a free week of FTA+. If this video gets at least 100 likes, you have a chance at a free month. 150 likes, a chance at a free year, which is a $200 value. 200 or more likes on a video, a chance at a $500 lifetime pass. Now, what we do is we do the likes up until the main slate locks. So yesterday's video got 92 likes by the time the main slate locked. So we are going off of that. So we will look through there. We'll give you guys an opportunity to win. And it's really easy. It's free to do. The second way, like the video, be a subscriber. And somewhere in this video, I'm going to say a keyword. All I need you to do is type that keyword in there, and you have a chance to win twice every single day. Obviously, unless you win a lifetime pass, then you're not going to win a lifetime pass. Obviously, 1 lifetime pass per person. So, that being said, we will get going with yesterday's winners real quick. So, like I said, you have a chance to win every single day. We've had multiple people win multiple days in a row or different weeks in a row as well. So all you got to do, make sure you like this video, come back, leave comments. So what we're going to do is we're going to start there off. So this will be the first one. Even if the keyword is in this comment, we're not going to take that one. We're going to just take the first person because we got at least 50 likes. So someone is about to win a free week of FTA+. Hopefully it's you. The winner is Jason Hellwig 1902. So congratulations, Jason. All you got to do, like this video so I know you saw it, leave a comment, and then email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. That's dfshelp1@gmail.com with a username that you have on the site. And if you don't have an account yet, let me know a username and email that you would like to use. We will get you set up for that free week of FTA Plus. Now, that free week includes every single sport that is current. So this week, it'll be a week from this Monday till next Monday, the All-Star break. The last part of the first part of the MLB season. I can't believe we're halfway through it already. It's crazy. We've got NASCAR. We've got PGA and MMA going. And then obviously when we get to NFL, we will have NFL as part of that as well. So now we're going to rerun this. And since this didn't even have the keyword in it, the keyword yesterday was wakeboard or wakeboarding. So what we're going to do is we're going to re-roll this. And until we see that comment, then that'll be the winner of the free week for the keyword of the day yesterday. Andrew Martin, this is the best format. Thank you for your support, but you did not have the keyword, so we will re-roll it yet again to see if we've got it. Michael Evans, the best content. Congrats on the bundle of joy. Yes, but no keyword, but thank you for the support as well. So we'll roll it again. Weekend is going by Bacon. Yes, Michael, it is. Michael is one of the winners that he's won multiple times. He's been with us for a long time now. One of the times there. I've been a Stoktastic guy, but I stumbled across you guys for the first time yesterday on YouTube. Love it. That is awesome, because the difference between us and Stoktastic or Awesome or whatever they used to call themselves, it's just me running the channel, the website, everything. And they've got a whole team. So thank you for the support. Hopefully you come back every single day. Did not have the keyword. A lot of people didn't have the keyword yesterday, which is fine. It's completely fine. But there we go. Patrick Parisi, 7159. Congratulations. I believe you have an account on the site. The name sounds familiar. At least I've seen you in the comments. I can't remember if you have an account or not. So just email me and let me know. And if you don't, let me know a username and email you would like to use. And it's that simple. Like the video, be a YouTube subscriber, and leave a comment. We are so close to, I think we need 409 more subscribers to get to 10,000. Once we hit that 10,000 YouTube subscriber mark, we are going to give away a $500 lifetime pass to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. So we're very excited. So be on the lookout for that. We are inching ever so close every single day. So that being said, like I said, the first game here, Mets at the Pirates, it's a very early game for a Monday. I'm not really sure why it's this early. I'm not sure if I'm missing something or if it's a makeup game. It must be a makeup game, but it's a really oddly early makeup game here. So this one's not on the slate, so we can't use that. This one also is not on the slate. If there's a chance, maybe I'll break these down and I'll do showdown videos for these. I know a lot of people have been asking for them. We're going to do showdown videos for NFL. Thursday Night Football Showdown. We did that in the past. We're going to bring that back. We're going to do Thursday Night Football. We're going to do Sunday Night Football Showdown, and we're going to do Monday Night Football Showdown. So those are going to be every single week of the season, hopefully every single week. I don't know about baseball. I know there's a couple people that like them, but let me know if you guys play the showdowns. And if you do, I'll start making videos. But if you don't, I really don't want to take the time to do it just because it's not normal to have like 2 early showdown games. And DraftKings doesn't have an early slate yet. They might have an early slate. Let's check it out. Seeing if they do have an early. Yeah, they just have that game and that game. And then the night game. So yeah, they don't, for whatever reason, they don't have it. I'm very surprised. Maybe by the time you watch this video, they might, but as of the moment, they do not. So we're not going to cover it right now. We're just going to cover the games that we can, and we'll go through there. So this is where it's a little bit different than what you're used to. Video might be a little bit longer than what you're used to. Yesterday's video was like 55 minutes. This one will not be. I don't know what it will be, but I know it will not be there. So the first game on the main slate that starts at 5:40 Central, we've got Gavin Williams versus Kiter Montero, the Cleveland Guardians at the Detroit Tigers. So we look into this game a little bit, and we want to check it out. So what I did forget to mention is at the end of this video, we are going to go give you the pitches be crazy. So we're going to go over the pitchers on this slate that have the best matchups for strikeouts. Not a ton of great. I'm probably not going to be playing that tonight, but we will cover that. And then at the end, we're going to give you the top 10 batters after 10,000 simulations. So what we do is we do 20,000 simulations a day. We simulate 10,000 times and then 20,000 times. and then we post that on the site. So under the MLB tab, we have a ton of information, so go check that out. These are the top 10 bats after that. Then we're going to give you all of the batters that have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating according to the simulations as well. So stick around for that. We're very excited. So we look at this. Gavin Williams coming in. Depending. We did not use him his last start. I'll put it that way. So Gavin Williams took the loss on Wednesday, coughing up 5 runs. He came back. Yeah, he got called up, and then it was a good matchup for him against the White Sox. Did not come through. We stacked the White Sox on that one. Minus 2.4 fantasy points. Does have a little bit better matchup. Well, actually, no. The White Sox are pretty much the best matchup for him. 11.25 ERA. I do not trust him. Yeah, there's no way I use him. Like I said, the pitching today, it's not the best. It is not the best at all. Then Detroit, they think it's going to be Montero. He last pitched on the 3rd, which would put him right here for 5 days. I have read reports that it could be Jack Flaherty. I want to see when Flaherty last pitched. He's day-to-day. So did they pull him? Yeah, so they pushed his start back. Yeah, he was supposed to start Wednesday in Minnesota. He's had 2 turns skipped for his back. I'm surprised they didn't just put him on the IL. So it could be Jack Flaherty, but it looks like Montero right now. So depending on when you watch this video, you could see a little bit of difference here, and we could wait to see. But it appears it will be Montero. We'll kind of wait to see here. He hasn't really done much. He faced a couple of good teams, and then Pittsburgh. 6.60 ERA. I'm still looking at Cleveland bats here. I don't trust them. If you are looking at some of these Cleveland bats against right-handed pitching, Montero's right-handed pitcher, right? Yep. So another thing is we're going to cover this, but if you want to see every single player, you want to see every turn in that rotation, or you want to see how these pitchers do or how these batters do against right-handed or left-handed pitching, go to the MLB tab and go down to batter splits. It breaks it down for every single player that has a minimum of 40 at-bats or 40 plate appearances on the season against that handed pitcher. So in theory, if it's Jack Flaherty with a bad back, I still don't want to use him because it could flare up. It could affect him, and I don't trust that. So what I would look at is the Guardians as a stack. So obviously Josh Naylor and Jose Ramirez are my top 2. Those would be my top 2 go-to if I'm ever stacking, along with Steven Kwan. So I think your Guardian stack should start with those 3 guys. Then if you're going with a full five-man stack for DraftKings, 5-2 stack there, you got to find the other 2. Andres Jimenez makes a lot of sense. I would look at him. He's batting .250 with 4 bombs against right-handed pitching. You want to go cheaper, Bo Naylor with 3 home runs. You could look at him. David Fry is batting .296 with 3 bombs against right-handed pitching. Or you could go with John Kinsey Noel. I'm not really sure how you say, or Jan Kinsey Noel. He's batting .294 with 2 bombs against right-handed pitching. So those would be the options that I would look at for Cleveland. With Gavin Williams being Gavin Williams, really they haven't seen him much, but a Tiger stack isn't out of the order either. I would definitely 100% look at Colt Keith. He's been absolutely on fire for us lately. Gio Urshela batting .261 with a couple of long balls against right-handed pitching. I would look at him as well. Riley Green's got to anchor that Detroit stack. I'm looking at Riley Green 100%. He's in there. Then if you need a couple of others that you're looking for, maybe Matt Vierling's got 9 home runs against right-handed pitching. He's one. Or even Jake Rogers batting .214 with 5 long balls as well. So I'm not taking the pitching in this one. I give the Guardians stack the number 1, but I'm okay with the Tiger stack as well. Then we got the Rockies at the Reds. According to this website, they don't know who's going to be pitching against Andrew Abbott, but we do. Okay? It looks like it's going to be Ryan Feltner. Well, it's supposed to be. He was supposed to pitch Sunday, then he moved him back. So it should be Ryan Feltner. So we kind of wait. He's no longer scheduled to pitch Sunday against the Royals. Is expected to make his next start during the Rockies' upcoming 4-game series in Cincy. They believe it's going to be Feltner, which makes sense. He comes in with a 5.60 ERA. Splits-wise, he's already faced Cincy once this year, 8 earned runs in that game. Now, Colorado, a lot of runs happen in Colorado. Cincinnati has a ton of runs as well. And when he faced Cincy, he faced them at home. I still don't like this matchup for him. I would still go back to the book here, and I would look at Cincy as a stack. I do not trust Ryan Feltner at all. If it's somebody else, I'm still looking at a Cincy stack, no matter what. The Rockies don't have anyone that scare me. They just DFA'd Dakota Hudson, who wasn't good either. So I am not on Feltner. I am on a Cincy stack here. So if we are looking at Cincy bats against Feltner, Candelario has a home run, 3 for 6 with a home run against him. We've got, he would be my number 1, Candelario. Ellie De La Cruz is my number 2. So those are my top 2 bats for a red stack. Then it just depends on where we want to build around and where we want to go with this. So we could be looking at Jake Fraley, batting 273, is something. Will Benson, he's only batting 203 against right-handed pitching, but he's got 8 bombs in there. So I love that there. And depending on where you want to go, Jonathan India, 5 bombs against right-handed pitching. Tyler Stevenson could be in there. He's got 3 home runs against right-handed pitching as well. I do not mind that. And then I think you want to anchor this with a Spencer Steer type stack to end it here. He's batting 237 against righties, but he's got 10 home runs against right-handed pitching this year. So I do love me a Cincy stack here. Now, Andrew Abbott, he's faced them a little bit. So 27 plate appearances, 259 batting average. Brendan Rodgers is 2 for 3 with a home run against him. And then Brenton Doyle is 3 for 6 with a home run against him. So if we are looking at a stack here, which batters for this team, for the Rockies, hit lefties well? So if you are looking at a Rocky stack of some sort, Elias Diaz, 313 batting average with 1 home run. Jacob Stallings, we always love to take Jacob Stallings against a left-handed pitcher, batting 333 with 3 bombs. Ryan McMahon batting 297 with 5 home runs. Brendan Rodgers batting 344 against lefties with 3 home runs. Charlie Blackmon batting 308. Brenton Doyle batting 286. I think a sneaky stack could be the Rockies today. Not the best slate to play on. I'm probably going to be playing light today, but a Rocky stack wouldn't surprise me if they do very well. So that is kind of what I'm looking at. Andrew Abbott does have the best matchup for strikeouts against the Rockies. So I don't know if I would use Abbott for DFS, but I could see using Abbott for the pitching. Pitches be crazy, for sure. That is definitely one that we could look at. Ballpark factors, just like we saw yesterday. Great American Small Park here, 33% chance to hit home runs here with the wind blowing out. Guaranteed rate field between the Twins and the White Sox, 30% chance of home runs. And then Angel Stadium, Texas at the Angels, 11% chance of home runs. So if you want to see the ballpark factors, you want to see the home run projections, those are in our Discord down below. Make sure to check them out. I don't like the pitching in this one. I do like the bats. And speaking of pitching, prop bets, strikeout rates, Outlier, our sponsor for today's video, is Outlier.Bet or app.outlier.bet, or you can download it on the App Store. So down below in the description is our referral link to Outlier. Check it out. Sign up using our link. Get a 7-day free trial. If after those 7 days you do want to continue with a paid subscription to them, it is 2 different monthly passes. Either one. Sign up for either one, and we're going to give you a free month of FTA Plus. A free month of FTA Plus. But we're going to do something different for you. The next 10 people that sign up with the link down below, and you go ahead, you go the 7 days, and you sign up for either one of those passes. The $30 pass, or I think it's a $130 pass. The next 10 people are going to get a year subscription to FTA Plus on us. You've got to go through the 7-day free trial, and you've got to use that link of ours, get through the 7 days, and get a subscription. So you could get a yearly pass for pretty nice. You get FTA plus, you get Outlier combined. So the next 10 people. After 10 people, that is it. So first come, first serve on that. We can see it in the app. So if you do it today, by the All-Star break, I will know if you've signed up through that, and we will get you that yearly pass. That is a year pass. That is, I don't know if we'll ever do this again. So put that in there. But I want to show you what you can see with this, okay? So you can look at the games. You can check out the props. You can check all of that out here. So you want to go through. You want to see, maybe you do want to play the showdown, but we're not covering it. You can come in here. You can see Mitch Keller's got a 9-5 record, averaging 3.48 runs per game. You can go to see BVP here. This is what I love about Outlier. They take multiple sites and they put it into one integrated interface that you can use for everything. You can go to player props. You can go to team props. You can go to game props. You can break it down. You can look at which pitchers or batters do well against right-handed pitchers. Like Francisco Alvarez makes a lot of sense, batting .313 with 2 bombs. You've got Pete Alonso batting .242 with 12 bombs. You've got Francisco Lindor, 10 home runs, 33 RBIs. Like, you've got it all. Harrison Bader batting .297 with 4 long balls there. They have everything you need. They've got EV boosts. They've got boosts that they pull. Like if FanDuel has a boost of these 2 players to hit a home run plus 5,000. It's not a real thing, but if they did, it would be here to show you where the best boosts are for the websites that you can use. So FanDuel, and I mean, what's awesome, you can do any of them, or you can do sport. You can, let's say you, okay, I can't do underdog in my state for whatever reason. I can't do prize picks. I can do everything else. But I don't play on BetMGM right now. I don't play on Caesars. And I don't do ESPN Bet. So that brings me FanDuel and DraftKings, okay? Those are the sports books. But if you want to go DFS platforms, prize picks or underdog, which I can't play, those are there for you because I know some people do play those and they've asked me questions about those sites before. I can't give you guys any answers because I can't play, so I don't even look into them right now. For whatever reason, I can't play. I don't know. I can sports bet and I can play DFS, but I can't play those in this state. Whatever reason, I don't know. But they've got it all there for you. So the first 10 people that sign up with our link in the description, go through the 7-day free trial, and get that pass right there, the monthly pass, we will give you a year. Okay? It is $129.99, I believe, which still would be less than the $199 for our website. So check it out, Outlier, app.outlier.bet. Check them out today. They are our sponsor. They're the exclusive sponsor of FantasyTeamAdvisors.com and the YouTube FTAsports here. So, that being said, let's move on to the next game. This is one where it's the Twins versus the White Sox. It's going to be Chris Paddock coming off the IL, which they don't have it updated yet, but said Friday that is doing well in his rehab and is expected to start on Monday. So it could be him. The problem, and so here's where this is where I'm a little bit like, where am I going to go? Because Chris Paddock, he does have a good matchup here against the White Sox, who strike out the 5th most out of any team playing today. But he has been bad overall. Coming off the IL, he did have a good game against them. 7 innings with 10 strikeouts, but that was back on April 22nd. Okay, so he was doing well. And then the wheels fell off. He's got a 5.29 ERA. Coming off the IL with the wind blowing out, that does scare me a little bit. Then we got Chris Flexen at 6,500. 5 ERA, 5+ ERA. He's already faced Minnesota twice this year. 3 earned runs, 7.1 innings. He's actually done decent, a 3.68 ERA, but only averaging 6.9 fantasy points. There's no way I can look at him at either of these pitchers and feel comfortable enough to be like, hey, let's go with one of these pitchers. Tournament, I guess you could, just because you would probably give the boost a little bit to Chris Paddock because the White Sox are bad. But I'm scared if he's going to be on a pitch count or if he's going to be on a short leash. But we look at Chris Flexen. Byron Buxton's batting .778 in 9 at-bats against him with 2 bombs. If he is in there and not hurt, we want to use him. If we are looking at which batters for the Twins dominate right-handed pitching, Brooks Lee would be a cheap option, but I love Jose Miranda. Jose Miranda is batting .362 in 163 at-bats with 7 bombs against them. If I am stacking the Twins, I am looking at Miranda. I am looking at Santana. I am looking at Byron Buxton. Correa did leave hurt on Sunday. I don't know. He probably is not going to be in this game. I don't know. I haven't seen the results if he broke his hand or anything. So he's probably out. So I'm probably using, with him being out, either Willie Castro, Ryan Jeffers, or Trevor Larnach in this one. So I do love a twin stack here. I do a lot. White Sox batters, if you think they're, in some sort of position to do well against them, against a right-handed pitching, we could look at Eloy if he's in there. Paul DeYoung, I do not mind him. I don't love a White Sox stack today. I'll put it that way. But they could go off. Luis Robert Jr., if you have a White Sox stack, Luis Robert Jr. has to be in there. I don't see how you get a stack without him in there. Another one would be Andrew Vaughn. I do not mind Andrew Vaughn at all. I've got him in one of my season-long leagues as well. So I'm on the fence about a White Sox stack, but I do love a twin stack today. But I would not put it past you to have either of them there. I just don't think Paddock's going to do well, or I just don't trust him enough coming off the IL. Then we got the Rangers at the Angels. We got John Gray versus Davis Daniel. Now, we used Daniel his last start. And it did not do too bad. Now, John Gray coming in, 3.92 ERA. He has not faced the Angels this year. But the problem is on the road, he's got a 4.01 ERA. That's the problem. Coming off a couple of bad starts in a row against Baltimore and San Diego, which those are obviously really good teams. The Angels can hit a little bit too. And then Davis Daniel coming in. It was the second start. We took him against Oakland because it was Oakland, and he screwed the pooch for us, 5.2. We did have him against Detroit because he was so cheap at 5,500. He went 8 innings with 8 strikeouts in that game. But this is the Texas Rangers. They are not a bad team. They are pretty damn good as a team. And that is probably why I can't have Davis Daniel here. Obviously, never faced the Rangers before. But if we are looking at Rangers bats that have had success against right-handed pitching this year, Jonah Heim, batting .240 with 4 bombs. You got Nate Lowe. I don't mind Nate Lowe at all at .259 batting average with 5 home runs. Corey Seager, obviously we always got to get Corey Seager in there. He's batting .281 with 11 bombs there. Adolis Garcia is another one with 12 home runs is what I would look at. And then I would probably put in Wyatt Langford in there as well. So that I'm all in on a Texas stack. Then the Angels. Obviously, if you got someone in your mind, you need an Angel stack, which I don't mind against the John Gray here. I would definitely look at Logan O'Hoppe, 100%. He would be in there. Willie Calhoun is still a cheaper option, batting .282 against right-handed pitching. I am looking at Nolan Schanuel, batting .259 with 7 bombs. And then probably Taylor Ward, only batting .210, but does have double-digit home runs against right-handed pitching there. So I do give the advantage to the Texas Rangers as a stack, but I'm not against the Angels as a mini stack. If you don't feel comfortable with 5 Angel stack, mini stack with the Angels, I don't mind myself there either. And then before we start the final game, the keyword of the day. What is the keyword of the day, you ask? The keyword of the day is freedom. Because it is. I couldn't think of another keyword. I'm not going to lie. Freedom. I was going to have it over the 4th of July weekend sometime, but it never did. So keyword is freedom. But Braves at the Diamondbacks. Chris Sale versus to be announced. Now, I do believe Yolber Diaz is likely to get called up. Now, we look at this. He's got a 327 in AAA going up against the Braves. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Probably not going to use him. I mean, you could always use him in tournaments just because he's 6,000. But the problem is it's not a very good slate today. I obviously love Chris Sale. He comes in against Arizona. Comes with a 2.71 ERA. Splits-wise, he's already faced Arizona once this year. Problem is they only went 5-point win innings, but only gave up 2 earned runs. And in that game, how many pitches? Was he just out of the pitch count? I mean, his pitch count just got up there in the 5th inning. So he had six Ks, 1 walk. No, 6 Ks, no walks. His pitch count was just up there. He's getting deep into counts, and it wasn't good. But we've used him his last few starts. He's absolutely dominated. He is obviously the most expensive. And we've talked about this. We don't love to use a 10,000 plus pitcher for the most part because normally they do not hit value. With 10,000, you're basically needing 30 plus out of your guy, which he is very capable of doing. If for whatever reason you think Chris Sale is going to get lit up and you want to go against the grain because everyone's going to be on Chris Sale and you want to take some Arizona bats, Ketel Marte is batting .333 with 11 bombs against left-handed pitching. Gabriel Moreno batting .257 doesn't have the power with him, but he still usually hits lefties well. Christian Walker batting .286 with 4 bombs. Randall Grichuk is a cheap option for an Arizona team. If he's in there, he is 3,200. He's batting .310 with a home run against lefties. And Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is another one with 5 bombs. You even got, this one might be a little bit, Jake McCarthy, 3,900. In 42 at-bats against lefties this year, batting .405. He just sees the ball well against lefties for whatever reason. Those would be cheap options if you want to go with a different kind of Arizona stack here against Chris Sale. My thing is, I'm looking at Atlanta bats against Diaz. Matt Olson had a bomb yesterday. I would look at Matt Olson. I would look at Jared Kelenic. I would look at Marcell Ozuna. I think those are your top 3. Then I think you want to sprinkle in some Ozzie Albies. Eli White might be a cheap option. He hit his first home run yesterday. He is $2,000. I'm not sure if he'll even be playing, but Eli White is another option there if you want to stack the Braves against Diaz and go with Chris Sale as your number 1 pitcher, which I love Chris Sale today. And there you have it. That is the breakdown for Monday slate. All 5 games we've looked at. We've checked out pitchers. We've checked out bats. We did the keyword. And now we're going to give you the pitches be crazy. Now, what this is, and I mentioned this before, this right here is pitching. These are the top 5 pitchers on today's slate according to their matchups and how the teams strike out. So the number 1 for today is Andrew Abbott. Andrew Abbott going against Colorado. Not the best ballpark because the ball is flying out of there, so I probably wouldn't use him in DFS, but you could use him for your pitching for sports betting or if you're doing the game over on Fanduel. But Colorado is striking out 9.43 times per game, and on the road, they're striking out 9.96 times per game. So you could look at that. His line's probably right around over 6.5. I think we smashed that over right there. But the problem is the weather, but the wind, he could get lit early and get taken out. That's the problem with this game we call. This is the sports betting aspect of it. Number 2 is Christian Scott at Pittsburgh. That's the first game of the day. Pittsburgh strikes out 9.4 times per game. And at home, they're striking out 8.64. So a little bit better at home. So he might not be the best option today, but we're just going with against the teams that strike out the most. Number 3 is Ryan Feltner at Cincy. I do not trust him enough, but Cincy's striking out 8.98 times per game. And at home, they're striking out 8.69 times per game. There's no way I'm using him in DFS. I'm pretty much not using any of these pitchers in DFS, but they are here for pitches be crazy. Number 4 is Gavin Williams at Detroit. The Tigers are striking out 8.72 times per game. At home, they're a little bit better at 8.05, but he would make it in there. I'm not using Gavin Williams for DFS, I can tell you that. And then the final one is Chris Paddock. Coming off the IL scares me a little bit. Is going up against the White Sox. They strike out 8.6 times per game. And then at home, they only strike out 7.91 times per game. So not the best pitches be crazy today. Still giving you that option. I wanted to give you guys this segment for the video for you guys. I'm probably not playing it today, but I wanted to cover all of our bases for today. And now finally, some of you guys have been waiting for, the top 10 bats after 10,000 simulations. And then we're going to go over all of the batters who have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating. Some days we've had like 6 who have a 10 out of 10 matchup rating. There's been other days we've had 31. It just depends on all of the factors, the matchups, and everything. I'm going to let you know right now, the pitching today is very bad. outside of like Chris Sale. There are pitchers that could have good games, but pitching, hopefully Tuesday, the slate's a lot better. But we're going to dig in right now. So number 1 on the slate right now through 10,000 simulations, Jose Ramirez. Number 2 is Josh Naylor. 3 is Matt Vierling. 4 is Stephen Kwan. 5 is JD Martinez. 6 is CJ Abrams. 7 is Alec Burleson. 8 is Brian Reynolds. 9 is O'Neal Cruz. And number 10 is Francisco Lindor. And like I said, this is the lowest amount of 10 out of 10 matchup ratings. This could change a little bit depending if some of the pitchers change and stuff like that. So definitely make sure you check that out. But Jose Ramirez, number 1 against Montero. And Stephen Kwan, number 2 against Montero. And that is it. 2 10 out of 10 matchup ratings as of now through 10,000 simulations. This can and will change once we get to 20,000 simulations, but I wanted to bring that to your attention yet again as well. And that's the video, everybody. 5-game main slate, 2 games early that you can do showdowns, but that's it. So we are going to bring you content every single day I possibly can. We're going to have a great last week of the first part of the season. Thank you guys, everyone who subscribed since then. I think we've got, I need to look back at like the last 3 months of just see how many subscribers we've gotten in the last 3 months. But it's been awesome. Your support is amazing. Thank you guys so much. Onward and upward. Good luck on today's slate. And as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.